All right, folks, it's Farrell with Crowd Surfing. We're down here at the Southtown Expo Center for the Intermountain Train Show. You know, people love model railroads. I don't know why they do, but they do. So let's walk around, talk to some people, and find out what it's all about. I talk with this guy. We're in Ogden, but today we're in Sandy, right?
We're in Sandy, you bet. So, beautiful new venue here.
I was going to say, what brings you down to Sandy?
Well, we normally go to the State Fairgrounds for this particular show, and last year they decided to expand their show a little bit and also get away from that costly parking at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, it's free parking here at the Expo Center.
It's free parking here, and it's a very nice hall, much more space. We've got, looks like they've got more vendors here, more layouts. I think this is a terrific show this year.
All right, can I get your name?
Craig.
And Craig, you did the Disneyland. What is that, like the entrance to Disneyland? I've never been to Disneyland, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Victorian train station at Disneyland.
So is this like a Lego kit you can go buy, or is this just out of your?
Just from photographs. Just rebuilt from photographs. Right.
So you must love Legos, for crying out loud. That must, I mean, because I can't even build like a brick tower with Legos. I just get mad and I'm done with it.
No, it's a lot of fun with, especially with the grandchildren.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I'd be the kind of guy who'd be like, get out of here, I'm working on this. Does that ever happen?
No.
Oh, not even once?
No.
Look, you're messing all the pieces up.
That's what's nice about Lego. You can put it back together again. Yeah.
All right, can I get your name?
Ed Hosian.
And Ed, can you tell me what it is that you're doing down here?
We're down here as vendors selling new product.
For the railroad stuff, I noticed you have everything. You have tracks and buildings and...
Yeah, we're pretty much a full-line train shop on wheels.
So you don't build railroads then? You supply this stuff for people, or do you build railroads?
I build railroads. Yeah, we have model railroads as well. You bet.
So this is like, because Hostlers does a show in Ogden. What is this show? Is it? Is there like a club for the entire state of Utah?
Yes. In Salt Lake, it's the National Model Railroad Association, NMRA, Wasatch Division. And this is the group. They're a smaller group than the Hostlers, but they really work hard and put on a good show.
A big show. All righty. Well, thanks so much for talking with me. I appreciate your time. We'll walk around and see who else is here.
Yeah, a lot to see here.
So there's all kinds of figures, and I mean, can you buy just certain bricks, or do you just buy a bunch
of? It's all
of?
from Lego. It's all purchased from Lego.
I was going to say, so you just have a bunch of Legos that you've had for years and years, or do you like?
Put it together, yeah. You can go to the Lego store and you can.
You can buy specific colors. Right.
Yeah, different packages, and then you just put your figures down the way you want them, like make little scenes there.
Well, somebody's sad because their ice cream fell.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I would be pretty bummed out actually, especially at Disneyland, because that ice cream is probably $73.
So something for you to look forward to.
Yeah, exactly. What is it about the hobby that appeals to you? What is it you like so much about it?
You're allowed to use your imagination. That's the biggest thing, right there.
Build anything you want.
Build anything you want, however you want.
So how long have you been doing model railroading?
Since I was about 8 years old.
Oh, really? So about 20 years in.
Yeah, thank you. We'll go with that.
All right, perfect. Can I get your name?
Stephen.
And Steve, these trains are much bigger than the other ones that I've seen today.
Well, yes, they are the original Lionel, which is 148 scale, which is kind of like quarter-inch scale.
Well, and I seen like over there you have like old. That looks like it's way old, that part of the railroad over there.
Yes, that's the original Lionel from the 50s. Some of them are reproduced now, reissued, but that's the original.
And you did the monorail?
I built the monorail for it.
So I noticed it like, let me see here on this side of you. bumps and comes back? How does?
So it has a little slide switch in there, and this you can turn by the knob, will move either way, and that causes its direction.
I think you should let that switch off and watch it crash.
Oh no, Craig he wouldn't like that too much.
No?
Yeah, it's his Lego. I built it, but it's his Lego.
Well, yeah, but he just told me he could build it back together again. So
Well, he couldn't. I might could.
yeah, I don't see the issue there. I don't know why he'd be mad. I say let it crash.
Oh, that's tough.
He wants to do it. He's like, that's a good idea. He just said it's no big deal. He can rebuild it. No, I'll make my friend mad. I won't do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All righty, guys. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate your time. And so what got you into the vendor side of it? What?
We're both retired military. We're looking for something to keep ourselves busy. And actually, my wife started collecting model trains, and we had, let's say, an overrun, and we needed to clear some room out, and that's what started our business.
So it went pretty much from a yard sale to, hey, let's go around and sell trains.
Exactly.
That'd be a good deal, though. I mean, if you're into it and you're retired, you got a whole lot going on, and keep you out of trouble. And, well, maybe.
Oh, keeping out of trouble's one thing, but it does keep you busy.
Oh, that's most important then anyway, as long as you're busy.
Exactly.
All righty, well, thank you very much for talking with me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So why do they have, I noticed they had 3 rails. Looks like why do they have 3 rails on them?
Well, originally when Lionel decided to go into the train business, they wanted to make it simple for the average young child. And the 3-rail system is what they decided because of the fact that they could use the rails to control accessories, to control different mechanisms to make it more interactive than the actual 2-rail system.
So it's just essentially another way to run some more electricity through it.
Yes.
All right, can I get your name?
Michelle.
And rumor has it you did the floats, right?
I did, yes.
And there's I just noticed it's Ariel and
all the
Alice
princesses.
and
Yeah.
those are Lego too.
Yeah, they are.
I didn't know they had Lego Princess Disney.
Yes, they did. Actually, Disney and Lego are partners now, so they have a lot of different Disney items, yeah.
All right, can I get your name?
Stan Jennings.
And Stan, what is it you're doing down here? You're running around crazy.
That's for sure. I'm sure Chairman, definitely crazy.
So yeah, everybody's coming to you for answers.
Yes.
How many years has this particular show been going, do you know?
This is our 33rd year and our first year at Southtown Expo.
Yeah, somebody was telling me you guys used to do it at the fairgrounds, and they moved out here to the Southtown Expo.
Yeah, we'd been at the fairgrounds since 1992, and we came...
Time for a change.
Last year we ran out of room at the fairgrounds, and we ran out of room here. That's twice the area.
Well, next year you're going to have to rent the entire place out.
It's already taken. We can only get one hall next year.
The outside rails are the, for lack of a better word, negative, and the inside rail is the positive. And because of that, and they're insulated against each other, all you have to do is use from one rail to the other, and it completes a circuit. Now, that circuit can be controlling anything. It can be controlling lights, bridges, accessories, whatever. And by just completing it as the train runs over, because the axles of the train are metal, so they end up completing the circuit and allowing a control mechanism to be used.
And where did you find all these flowers?
That was Craig's doing.
Was it?
Yes, he bought all the flowers.
He's like, I got these Lego kits, but the flowers are for girls, so I'm going to get rid of those and give them to my wife, and then she can make floats with it.
Right, exactly, yeah.
So, I know it's a dumb question, and you probably get it all the time, but where do you get the ideas for the floats, and how do you put them together? I can't even build a square brick Lego tower.
It just depends on your creativity and where you're willing to take it. It's something like the Anna and Elsa float. You make something frozen look like ice. The princesses, you give them the different aspects of who they are, and the Jasmine rug and different things like that.
And you got the Star Wars guys right there.
You have to have Star Wars.
You got Darth Vader on there. And what is it about the model railroading that you like that attracts you to it?
Model railroading is so varied. There's things from just putting trains on a wall, buying trains, putting them on a wall, building scenery, building buildings, running trains, operating trains like the real railroads, building kits. It's just so varied.
Just can do anything you want and
yes, there's so many aspects to model railroading.
never run out of ideas.
people that like model railroading never run out of ideas.
All righty, well, thank you so much for talking with me. Thank you so much for having us down here.
Thank you very much for being here.
It's kind of an older technology than the three rails.
Oh yes, definitely. Now they have upgraded to newer technology, and it can run that beautifully. But the fact is, backward compatibility, where the newer technology has only been around since like 2000, 2005, and upgrading from that, where from 1902 to 2005, it was the old technology that so much of it exists.
What amazes me is all of the people.
Yeah, the crowd.
I mean, you can go buy just Lego people.
Yeah, you can. Actually, the Lego store itself actually has what they call Build-A-Mini, and you can buy 3 figs for $10. Wow. Yeah.
Maybe I need to go there. Maybe them. Oh, you know what? Lego needs to make a figure of Bill and I.
Yeah.
That would be great. How do we get that done?
You can actually commission anybody that you want to have a fig built of you. Just send them a picture, and there's different people that'll do it.
This is the best idea ever. I can't wait. And I'm going to make myself like doing like heroic acts and stuff in Legoland. That'll be perfect. All righty. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thanks.
All right, can I get your name?
My name is Carl Donaldson.
And Carl, what is it that you're doing down here at the Model Railroad Expo?
Well, we partner with the Northern Division of the Model Railroad Club. They come into the museum every third Saturday of the month, and they teach kids all about how to do model railroading and hands-on building of train sets themselves. So it's really kind of a symbiotic relationship that we have going on with them.
I think, you know what, I think we did a show down there where they were having box cars roll down the hill, and they were doing all different kinds of stuff with the railroad.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and that was our first real shindig with them. And so, of course, now that they have their big show, we come down here and we support them like they support us, and it's a great partnership. We have a lot of fun with them.
With these older trains, how hard is it to find these older Lionel trains? Are they pretty rare? Are they expensive? Are they?
Well, you know, by having the reissuement of O-gauge trains and the 3-rail trains that Lionel has done and the new Lionel Corporation, which is fully functional, it's very easy to find the older at a reasonable price. As a collector for 50 years, a lot of this I couldn't afford. Now, basically, it comes to a point, unless it's the original box, unless it's beautiful and pristine from the 50s, it's very reasonable.
Alrighty, can I get your name?
Matthew Pratt.
And Matthew, what is it that you have built here? These trucks and.
I built the Union Pacific Maintenance of Way Fleet. They're the rail team that goes out and maintains the railways for the trains to go over safely. I built a Union Pacific SD70 ACE locomotive.
So what else happens down at the Children's Museum?
Well, we have all kinds of stuff. We have a derby track that the kids can come in and build their own derby cars, and it's a certified Cub Scout derby track, so it's regulation. And we also have right now, we have Sid, the science kid, that's visiting until January 16th. And then, we have all kinds of fun stuff for the kids to do that are there all the time. And the kid, if you buy a membership, it pays for itself in about 3 months, and the kids can come back and play as many times as they want.
Just have a good time.
Yeah, just have a good time.
You can get engines for $100, and you can get cars for $10, $15, and that's very nice, considering I have found that with younger children, they want to play with the cars. They just don't want to see them run around a track. So, they can take them off, put them on, take them off, put them on, bump them against the wall. I remember when my own son was 6, 7 years old, he basically had his train on our kitchen countertop going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, with his hands, because, I gave him a little caboose, I gave him a little box car, and he was perfectly happy. And then as he graduated, he learned electricity, he learned modeling, he learned how to critically think, and now he makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a year being a software engineer. So,
and now he can buy you some trains.
Yes.
All righty, well, thank you very much for talking to me. I appreciate it.
You bet.
So that's from a kit, though, right? The yellow one?
Nope, that's not a kit. That's all custom. The one right behind it, the Maersk train, that's actually a Lego kit. And I was kind of frustrated. You can only fit one figure inside the train. And I know you can fit more in a real train, so I went and scaled it out to scale for a minifigure. to fit in there to be the actual right scale size.
So that's custom made out of Legos.
Custom made out of Legos.
How did you like wrap your head around? Did you just start putting stuff together? Did you have to draw out a plan?
A lot of it was freehand, kind of just chaos building, and then I went and spent a lot of time online looking up Electromotive Diesel's blueprints, designs, getting scale pictures, a lot of Union Pacific photos online.
I saw something else there with like Legos. They were building something with Legos.
That's the derby track. They get to build their derby cars out of the Lego track. They love it. The kids absolutely love it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's perfect. And where is Discovery Gateway?
Discovery Gateway, the actual address is 444 West 100 South in Salt Lake City, but it's inside the Gateway Mall. And so we're right on the corner of 100 South and Rio Grande. You can't miss a big huge atrium, and it has a kid on the picture on the glass and everything out front.
Website, Facebook?
It's discoverygateway.org. And yeah, and we're on Discovery Gateway on the website, or excuse me, on Facebook as well too. So.
Alrighty, very good. All right, well, thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate your time.
Yep, have a great day.
Alrighty, can I get your name?
My name is Ruth Slogenhop. I'm from Grand Junction, Colorado.
And you're here selling T-shirts.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I've ever seen vendors with T-shirts. It's kind of cool.
Yes, thank you. I have T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, caps, all with trains.
And I mean, here, what's better than trains? Nothing, right?
Right on. It's a train show.
So, pretty serious then. It's just not like something you're like, well, I'll see if I can do this. You like jumped in with both feet and said they're going to make it happen.
Yeah, that's about the end work of about 2.5 years of progress.
I was just going to say, how long? So
2.5 years. And there's a twin one that's up on the display case, and that one's got decals all on it.
Really? Nights and weekends and any spare time you got, you're doing a Lego trick.
Yeah.
And now you got to do another one.
I know, because I've got two. I'm actually going to end up doing all 6 heritage units.
Oh, really?
So I
wow.
Get them all done. I've got the design done. I just got to get the bricks so they look like the decals.
Oh, so there's no decals on it? That's
not
brick.
On that one. No, the one up there in the display case does have the decals on it.
Very cool. Alrighty, well, really cool stuff, man. Thanks so much for talking with me.
Thanks so much. Let's have a good one.
Alrighty, can I get your name?
I'm Bill Barnhart.
And Bill, how long have you been doing model trains?
6-7 years.
What is it about the trains that you like so much? Because I mean, these people love their trains.
Well, I kind of grew up with them in Palmdale, California, and I have a granddaughter who's autistic. And first show I went to and saw her come out of her shell and jump up and down and scream and holler and hit me real close.
So you're like, I can get some trains, so she'll come over and
get involved in this. Yeah.
Do you model railroad yourself, or
no? My husband does, and he's the one. 8 years ago, I didn't know anything about trains, but I've sure learned.
Now you're an expert, huh?
Well, I wouldn't say an expert, but I got to have the numbers right, because if you don't, the guys will tell you.
Well, it's serious, you know. You
bet. They know what their trains are.
Yeah. See, I would be one of those annoying guys. He'd be like, "That guy's an idiot. He's talking about a train. He knows nothing about it."
There you go.
Artie, can I get your name?
David Oliver.
And David, you don't have a single train here.
I know. Isn't that terrible?
You're the only guy that doesn't have a train, or at least a train T-shirt here.
Geez, you know, I'm adopted. What can I say?
So what exactly is it? I see these videos of like trains on ceilings, I guess.
Yeah, we've been doing this for about 26 years now. We just hang them from the ceiling.
Really? Just anywhere?
I fabricate all this wood. You know, I mill it all out, and I bend all the brackets and thread them, and this is what I do for my clients in different retail outlets, doctors' offices.
So if you want a train set up on a ceiling, get a hold of you.
I'm the man.
That's actually a good idea, though, because there's a lot of unused space that high.
That, and you're not encumbered to the walls. I mean, the ceiling's your pallet, and you can hang it, and we can do anything in the ceiling. We can take it through walls. I can get it to drop down, climb back out. I mean, there's one in here that we actually did a matrix down and came back up. So
really?
Yeah.
So the kids, you like it just for the kids? And
it is for the kids. Yeah, the kids, and surprisingly enough, some of the older adults. It's very nostalgic for a lot of older adults.
Yeah. So when you're building your buildings and stuff like that, I mean, where do you get your inspiration? Where do your ideas come from?
Things you see, pictures you take. Some people will model specific places like Spanish Fork Canyon or the Tehachapi Loop in California or other places. Me, I just pick places that I see, or if I want to do a ski slope or a tunnel or things like that.
I saw the airport over there.
Yeah, that's kind of a work in progress, but yeah. That was just an idea I had.
Very cool, very cool. All righty, well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you talking with me.
Betcha.
Selling T-shirts, that would be better. It seems like to me it'd be less maintenance than building trains.
Oh, yeah, I think so, but they love their trains. You gotta let them, and they love to play with their trains. That's just how it is. It's their hobby.
I was gonna say, they could be out doing a whole lot worse things than playing with trains, so.
You better believe it. That's the way it goes. It's a lot better to have trains, that's for sure.
Sure. All righty, well.
Got them at home.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to go hunt them down.
There you go.
All righty, well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you.
So you do doctor's offices and dentist's office and just any place?
If you go up to Heber, to the Dairy King in Heber, that's some of my work. The Rio Grande Cafe, Modern Display. I'm just trying to think of some of the retail places. Some doctor's offices. There's an orthodontist down in Richfield, Dr. Barnett's office. I did that. We just finished one up for a dentist in Springville, Dr. Nance.
But I'm sure you could do it at someone's house. They're like, man, I dig trains. Let's put it in my house.
Yeah, we'll put it in.
Because that beats the heck out of that thing around a Christmas tree.
Right here. This one here is one we did up in the canyons, up by Park City. And one would come in and stop. The other one would go out and they'd go up. I had to climb it up above this entertainment center, this big TV projection screen, and then they came down and did a matrix down one day.
Oh wow, it's good.
We've had fun with it.
So if someone's interested in having this done, you have a website or somewhere they can get some information?
Skytrains.com.
Skytrains.com.
Yep.
Very good. Alrighty, well, thank you very much for talking with me.
Sure.
Awesome stuff.
Nice to meet you.
All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Obviously, everybody loves model trains. If you get a chance, come down, check out the train show.